East Preston, Nova Scotia, one of Canada's oldest Black Indigenous communities, home to roughly 2,000 people, and the number 7 highway.
We are licensed for 85 children. On average, I would say there's between 72 to 79 children in the building, but we're usually pretty full. So to go on outings, we go in smaller groups, but there would be so much more value if we could simply even just get on a bus, if we could simply walk across the street and not worry. Oftentimes when I hear the teachers getting ready to take the children outside, I hear the safety talk, and the safety talk is usually telling them, we're going to cross the road. You guys know it's a busy road. I want you to stay close. I want you to hold hands, and you don't move until I tell you to move. And those children will go down to the end of the driveway and stand there holding hands while the teachers look both ways and literally position themselves on the road. Wow.
People walked all the time. I walked, we always walked. Even like myself and my sister and a couple other people, we would walk every morning. We did a walk, but just got to the point now well, like I said, it's not safe to walk. And right now we're saying to the kids, don't be lazy, you gotta walk. Who's gonna walk the children in an area where, you're not safe to walk?
I have a 5-year-old. He sees East Preston the same way I did when I was 5. So, in 32 years, we haven't progressed at all. I start my day at 7 o'clock. It ain't too much I can do until 5. My child's 5. He's in bed at 7:30. Most of our kids spend most of their time with other people when you have a full-time job. It's that much more important to have everything closer, because when I was a kid, my dad took me to baseball practice, and he stayed up there and he watched and he threw pitches and he helped with the coaching and he did all of those other things because it was up the road.
Yeah.
But when I played basketball in Halifax, he dropped me off. There's a bigger connection than just the sport. It's, for a young man, it's, I have my dad watching me do something. He's proud of me. I want to impress him. I want to be good at this. Same thing for a little girl.
One morning there was a really bad accident, and our babies and teachers had just left, and traffic had been shut down, and I literally ran to make sure that everybody was okay. And at that point I said, you know what? No more walks. None whatsoever. A few years go by and they say, can we go for a walk again? And then you say, okay, but please just be safe. So, and I haven't really realized until today doing this. I mean, I've been emotional in the past and when talking about this, but today not realizing there's been a lot of what ifs or what could have happened.
Some of the seniors are complaining that the bus doesn't come regular enough. So for them, it's not feasible. And like I said, most of the people in the manor have someone to pick them up. Family or friends will come pick them up. And like one lady told me, she sometimes have to pay people to come and get her and take her in town, which is sad.
I guess I would say that design has almost everything to do with health in ways that sometimes we fail to imagine. We know all the right things that we should tell people to do for their health. We say things like they should, eat better and exercise more. But what worries me is when people can't do that because it hasn't been built. It doesn't exist. In a community like East Preston, where active transportation doesn't exist, you see a few things happening. You see the impact of people not being able to get outside and into nature in a way that they feel safe and comfortable, and therefore not connecting with each other and also not connecting with the goods and services they need in that community.
And there's times that I just think that if the right people hear us, we'll get results. And when I say the right people, I mean people who care, people who want the same value for every community, no matter who you are, where you come from, knowing that I am just as valuable as you are. We are just as valuable as each other. Once we get the right person or the right people, then we'll see results.
As many have done in the past, the group has come together to spark change that will help the community of East Preston once again feel safe. They have developed a multi-phase plan comprised of walkable greenways, paved shoulders, improved bus stops, crosswalks, reduced speed limits, and so much more. The plan has been developed. Now we need your help.
I always said, I hope that I am still around long enough to see some of these things take place.
With this should allow us as East Preston to grow as East Preston.